Urshifu is a legendary Pokémon introduced in Generation 8 as part of the Isle of Armor DLC. It evolves from Cubfu, either into its single strike style when shown the Scroll of Darkness, or Rapid Strike style when shown the Scroll of Waters. In this video, we'll talk about how to get the most out of Urshifu-Rapid-Strike in the competitive scene, particularly in Regulation G, which is the official VGC format as of now. And shoutouts to Juice TV for helping me make this video. Show him some love and check out his channel because this video would not be possible without him. And with that, let's go through the basics. Urshifu-Rapid-Strike is both a water and fighting type. It's weak against electric, grass, fairy, flying, and psychic. It has a base stat total of 550, which is on par with Ogerpon, another DLC legendary Pokemon. Stat-wise, it excels at physical attack. It could also tank a hit or two thanks to its equally good physical defense and HP. It has a signature ability called Unseen Fist, which allows contact moves to hit a target that protected itself. Finally, it gets a signature move called Surging Strikes, in which the target is struck with a flowing motion 3 times in a row, with each strike always landing a critical hit. With all these being said, how exactly do you get the most out of Urshifu-Rapid-Strike? The optimal strategy is for it to hit as hard and fast as possible. And to do that, you'll need damage boosters as well as speed control. Tornadus Incarnate can reliably fulfill these roles with Prankster Rain Dance and Tailwind. The Covert Cloak protects it from Fake Out, and Tera Dark protects it from Prankster Taunt. Urshifu may also use Mystic Water, Muscle Band, Choice Band, and Tera Water to further increase its damage output. Now let's cover weaknesses. Water and Fighting has no defensive synergy at all, hence the 5 bad type matchups. This means that a huge part of a successful Urshifu-Rapid-Strike team involves covering for Electric, Grass, Fairy, Flying, and Psychic. The current meta threats to watch out for would be Miraidon, Raging Bolt, Rillaboom, Fluttermane, Tornadus Incarnate, and Shadow Rider Calyrex. Strong priority moves like Grassy Glide and Thunderclap could also give Urshifu a hard time. For this, we have Indeedee, who could change the terrain with Psychic Surge and redirect attacks with Follow Me. Nature and EVs boil down to player preference and the metagame. An obvious choice would be the Adamant Nature for maximum damage. You may couple this with a Choice Scarf for a fast sweeper or a Focus Sash to force double-ups or spread moves. Another viable set would be the Jolly Nature coupled with Mystic Water to move before threats you wouldn't outspeed otherwise. As for movesets, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, and Aqua Jet are the top picks, with the 4th move being U-turn on Choice Scarf sets and Protect or Detect for every other set. Water is the most common Tera Type for maximum damage, but unconventional picks could really throw off an opponent if done right. Let's try to build a team. So far we have Urshifu-Rapid-Strike, Tornadus Incarnate to enable it, and Indeedee to protect it from priority moves. The other half of the team should cover for weaknesses and bring more offensive pressure since Urshifu could only hit one target at a time. Looking at the trio's type weaknesses, we see that 1. Indeedee is covered already, 2. Electric types are going to give us a very hard time, and 3. We still need to cover for Fairy, Psychic, and Flying. Kingambit was an easy choice for Fairy and Psychic types, considering how common Incineroar as well as the 2 Calyrexes are in the metagame. And speaking of which, Ice Rider Calyrex is my chosen warrior to deal with flying types. We have Indeedee to set up Trick Room, and it's our way of applying offensive pressure on 2 targets at once. Finally, our ground type is very important, and I would say the toughest to figure out because we essentially have a rain team, and we need something that could work well in rain. Also, as it's the final member, we can't afford to choose something that would bring weaknesses which aren't covered by the other 5. So as much as I love Landorus Incarnate, I'd have to move on from it because the water type weakness is a huge liability. After hours of brainstorming, I've decided Gastrodon is the best choice. It not only benefits from the rain, but also protects its allies from water type moves. It's also only weak to grass, which are covered by Tornadus, Calyrex, and of course Terastallization. Let's review, and feel free to pause or take a screenshot so you can follow. Urshifu has good synergy with its allies, although with Indeedee it's more of an answer to dark types. Tornadus can enable Urshifu, Gastrodon, and King Gambit, and in turn, these three will answer any threats to our Soul Flying type. Indeedee works well with Tornadus and Urshifu as it could give them a free turn or two with Follow Me. Oh, and not to mention it could set up and undo Trick Room as needed. King Gambit is the most flexible as it pairs well with everyone else. And of course, Calyrex-Ice Rider could function in and out of Trick Room because of its natural bulk. Finally, Gastrodon goes well with Tornadus and Calyrex for those pesky grass types. Mostly Rillaboom. Here's a team sheet that I've created. Use team ID KHDGNT, that's Kilo Hotel Delta Golf November Tango, if you wish to check it out. I'll wrap up this video with a demonstration in Pokemon Showdown. I'll also put the replay link as well as the Pokepaste in the description and pinned comment for future reference. Enjoy! And that wraps up Urshifu-Rapid-Strike 101. I'd love to read your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. Thanks for watching!